Okay, I think this, what yet this is recording. Hotep, greetings. Aguaba, bless up, and this should be okay for you to see me. I'm not sure how well you can see me out here. I could bring this and position it. I think I may try that, but you know, I have nobody on the other end of the camera looking or listening, so I have no clue what you are seeing. It kind of feels to me like my head is up here and the camera stops here. I cannot get my sister to come out, so maybe I'll just walk with the camera for now. Walk with the camera with me. Hey, how you doing? Did you see me before? Wait, maybe you see me now for sure. So this is my yard, and there's the black cat who, if you could see a black cat, that's right there in my path, right there, dead smack center. Look at that. Never fails, crosses my path, moves around me. This has been happening to me. Can you see that black cat? I wish I could zoom. I know I cannot zoom while I am in video mode, yet I want for you to see the black cat that crosses my path, and it's been happening since 1999, right at the end of 99, beginning of 2000, when this pattern started. So this is my yard that I'm working with, that I'm working to start my garden. As you see, I had just begun the process of turning the dirt soil. This is my first time working to manage a garden of any type. Okay, so this is a level we got so far now in terms of preparing the earth for the ground for some food. This is organic garden soil on top. Like I said, this is my first time. It's a work in progress. This is practice makes perfect, right? I don't know. But I'm thinking this is one layer of organic garden soil, and I'm thinking I might want one more layer. This is like 4 bags, those size bags, and I'm thinking I may need 4 more to make one more level of this, and then the 1 layer of topsoil. And I'm also learning what I've learned so far is to get out here and do this type of work for the garden preparation before high noon, certainly before the sun is at its height.
Salamata. Ital wa ital and a vegan wa vegan. I and I eat from the earth and leave the animals to give birth. No deaders, no fur, no feathers. When I tell people I don't eat meat, fish or dairy, then look for me strangely. Them not realize I eat a very wide variety. Listen to Maccabee. Yo, how when me eat them, I wonder when me eat. When me tell them say me no eat no fish, no meat now. How when me eat them, I wonder when me yam. When me tell them say that I'm a vegan, man. How when me eat them, I wonder when me eat. When me tell them say me no eat no fish, no meat now. How when me eat them, I wonder when me yam. When me tell them say that I'm a vegan. When me no eat no meat, no fish, no cheese, no egg. Nothing with no foot, no eye, no wing, no head. Nothing with no lip, no ears, no tongue, no leg. Prefer fruit and vegetables instead. Me careful and me choose about what I'm eating. Me medicine, me food is me medicine. When me tell people that me no eat them, they think. They look at me and scratch them chin and start wondering.
So, welcome back to my first garden project. I'm going to be showing you, there's Midnight sniffing around. It's interesting, Midnight seems to respect the garden and respect the food naturally, and will not sort of go out ramping or around in it. When I got started, he would go over to the corners where the trees and the flower things were, but he would sort of avoid the food. And so I'm gonna take you a little closer. I guess I can. I was gonna go ahead and change my shoes. Remember, we have to have different shoes for indoor and outdoor. And just so you can see me. Hey, how y'all doing? Okay, so here is progress on my garden. I do not know if you recall what it looked like over here in this corner. This is the progress. This is where we are. Spinach, peppers, collards, onions. I put a little mint right there. String beans. There's some carrots in the back, and there's carrots planted along that wall that I put down in the ground on Monday. So we'll see how they do, if they're able to, you know, make it up. We have a few over here that kind of came through. This was the very first thing that I put down in the ground. And I didn't change my shoes, and I'm coming out here, and so I got tempted, and here I am. So this is a, you know, carrot. They're my little carrots. They're very tiny, so we'll see. I believe that I need to thin this out, but I think I'm gonna let it come up just a little bit more, maybe in another couple of weeks, and then begin the thinning out process. As I've seen videos, and look at the string beans, they have all those little flowers on there, and all back here is carrots planted. So we'll see if they're able to make it. It's like 2 rows. This is my little flower. This will be little pretty colors, just for add some color. Oh, got to have some color up in here, you know. And as you see, I have been getting colored, very dark soil. This is fertilized soil that is free in the, you know, white folks neighborhood, and to compost and good stuff. So I thinned out the collard greens, as you see. If you remember, initially I had all those collard greens were right up in this area where these are, and you see that space that's held all of those 8 plants, and so they got moved, and we have a squash right there, 2 more in the back, and an eggplant. Because I thought, I took the eggplant out of here, I thought it was a pepper plant, but it was an eggplant. I saw yesterday that that's what this was. Good for me that I saved the little things to tell you what they are and how to care for them. And I saw, I was like, wait a minute, this is an eggplant. And then I noticed as it was growing, it didn't look like the other pepper plant leaves. And so I put that eggplant back there in those 2 buckets. Oh, we did this. We finished this today or yesterday. Or maybe even Monday, I don't know. Monday or Tuesday. Wow, today is Friday. Wow. We did get started on the finishing touches on Monday, and I have been working all week diligently, getting up at 6:30 in the morning and going out to get the compost soil and getting it in, filling 6 of those bins, and then bringing it back and, you know, putting it in the ground here. So we have tomatoes, as you see, and we have some, what is this? German thyme. And I wonder, is this, can I begin to pick some off of here? I should probably let it bush out a little more, but it seems like it's like, maybe I'm just gonna take a little pinch and, you know, throw it in something. And there, of course, basil, and then these are some more tomatoes. That is the other butternut squash. I thought these were cucumbers when I first bought them. That's what they had at the Home Depot, is where I got the stuff that was already seeded. The things for cucumbers and squash were mixed up, I believe, and I believe that this is squash, but it could be the other way around. Some peppers in there, and as you see, the herb, rosemary, thyme, the more basil, and I don't know, this oregano and rosemary, and what is this? Dill, okay, right? The dill and parsley and oregano. And you see, like this, it looks like I could pick some of this off now and then begin to use it. I don't know how long does it need to be in the ground. Some peppers, and these are cucumbers, I believe. And these cucumbers, there are some, a row right down in here as well. Put this down this morning. I did this morning. This was the final thing. And looks kind of loose in there. We'll see what happens as the dirt settles over the next couple of days. It should go ahead and root itself. But these just sprouted up like, wow, I just planted these in a little planter that sat over there for, it sat there just about 4 or 5 days before I looked up, and this thing was full with all of these cucumber plants. I'm like, wow, look at that. This is another experiment right here. This is an experiment, and that was an experiment. I think I did use seeds. These seeds I planted, this was the original seedling thing that you told me about, Shot Blast, that I started a couple of months ago, right? And it was in the house because it was not warm enough outside. It was still cold and the frost. And so I had all this stuff, and you see I have it all labeled, and but because of the temperatures even in the house and the lighting, it wasn't sufficient to support the seedlings with getting going. I have dug out a few of them at basil and put them in there, and they are taking root. You know, the ones that rooted, the basil did root a bit. The other stuff did not. I don't know what that is. I took out of here seeds that were for salad greens, mescaline salad greens. And so I just dug it out and put this stuff in this pot, and you know, I'll water it and leave it in the sun, and just as an experiment to see if anything will sprout from that, or are the seeds just totaled from sitting in that soil and water for a month or so in inappropriate temperatures and not enough to promote growth. So I wanted to see if putting it out here like this now, if they will go ahead and grow or not. And so far nothing. And I planted this and this cucumbers the same day. So as you see, all these cucumber things sprouted up on that from then, but there's nothing here at all. So you know, I'm gonna leave it there. I'll keep watering it and let the sun hit it and leave it there and just see what happens. And so this is the progress. And as you see, my husband, you know, made this little walkway, and I'm wondering if I should move some, which of these need to be thinned and which can go where in the ground, because like Shabless said, planting herbs within your vegetable bed helps to protect the plant from the different insects and things that could pester them when you sort of cross plant them. And so I'm wondering, okay, now, and I started to watch a couple more YouTube videos to see which, and there's, that was the black cat, we missed it. Ashe, my black cat coming to see me. That Midnight began to charge, and he must have went that way because that's the way Midnight is going. And here she is, there she is, crossing my path. You see her? There she is. The black cat crossing my path. This, I tell you, I'm surrounded by black cats in this community anyway, but the whole black cat thing started for me in 1999, the end of 1999. And so this is a tomato, this topsy-turvy. I said I'll try it. It was only $10, so I got it. And these tomato plants would be better than this, but we planted them and they were doing really good. And then I bought 4. I said, wait a minute, I bought 4 tomato plants. Where is the other one? And so I thought maybe he accidentally packed it in there. So we end up taking all of them out, and that is what sort of really traumatized them, because they were rooting well, and then they got pulled out of here, and as you see, these little holes for this to come through and then get back through. And so they've been back in, and as you see, we are getting some cherry tomatoes. We have flowers there. There was, I saw a little cherry tomato there. The big boy tomatoes, we see how that do, because that should be heavy, and this may not be so good for that, but you know, on the box, this is just the greatest thing since sliced bread for growing tomatoes. And then this is my little basil that I just kind of took from out of there and just stuck in there to see if it would go ahead and root and do something. And that's what it's doing thus far. So this is what it is. I'm very excited about it.